You ever feel like life's just too much? Like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're carrying it all alone? That was me. I was drowning in a sea of problems. Bills piled up like the laundry. Work deadlines loomed like storm clouds. And every step felt heavier than the last. Even a simple task like sitting still for a minute was a struggle. I was in a dimly lit room, surrounded by the mess of my life. My head was in my hands, trying to make sense of it all. It felt like no matter how much effort I put in, things were just getting worse. The exhaustion wasn't just physical, it was mental, emotional, spiritual. A weariness that seeped into every part of me. It was a feeling of desperation, a silent scream inside my heart. Then in the midst of that overwhelming silence, she appeared. My cat, yes, just an ordinary cat. But to me, she was an extraordinary messenger. She entered the room softly, making no sound, as if she knew just how heavy my heart was, and wanted to tiptoe into my sorrow. She didn't meow. She didn't demand attention. She just sat down on the table next to me. As I sat there, lost in my thoughts, she jumped onto the table beside me. Her sudden movement startled me, making me look up. As she settled down, she knocked a pen off the table. It rolled across the desk and stopped right beside my journal. At that moment, something inside me shifted. It was like she was trying to tell me something. Without a sound, she stared at me intently. Her green eyes seemed to pierce through my sadness, reflecting the turmoil within me. Time stood still, and all I could hear was the pounding of my own heart. Then she did the most unexpected thing. She reached out her paw and gently placed it on my arm. It was a simple gesture, a cat placing her paw on a human. But in that moment, it was the most profound thing I had ever experienced. She didn't say a word, but she didn't need to. In that silent gesture, she conveyed more than words ever could. It was as if she were reaching into my soul, pulling me back from the brink. Her touch was a jolt, a shock that awakened something deep within me. It was a reminder that I was not alone. Wiping away my tears, I took a deep breath. Looking at the journal where the pen had fallen, I opened it and began to write. Slowly at first, my hand trembled as I put pen to paper, but as I wrote, I felt a calmness wash over me. It was like her silent message, echoed in my ears. Breathe, keep going, you're not alone. That one moment, that silent communion with my cat, became a turning point for me. It was a reminder to breathe, to keep going, to trust that I would get through this. The days that followed were still tough, but something had shifted within me. Every morning when I woke up, I would journal, pouring out my thoughts and feelings. And by my side, my cat would always be there, curled up on my bed, purring softly, as if to say, I'm here with you. We'll face it together. I began to see the smallest of smiles returning to my face. I started taking small steps outside, feeling the sun on my skin and the wind in my hair. It was a gradual process, but with each passing day, I felt a little stronger. Her presence was a constant source of comfort and strength. Whether I was cooking, working, or simply resting, she was by my side, her soft fur a soothing touch. One afternoon, while basking in a sunny spot, I watched her playfully batting at a leaf that had drifted in through the window, and I couldn't help but smile. In that moment, I realized that life, like the sun and the leaves, goes on no matter what, and I wanted to be a part of it. That silent message from my cat became the guiding light in my darkness, reminding me that love can be found in the quietest corners. It taught me to listen closely, because sometimes the loudest voices come from the quietest souls. So to my cat, my extraordinary messenger of love, I say thank you. Thank you for showing me that in the depths of despair, hope can still shine through. Thank you for being my lifeline when I thought I had none. And thank you for teaching me that sometimes the greatest love stories are written in silence.